Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Welcome to another instalment of Macro Monday. We've got a Japanese beer this time. I've had a couple of Japanese macros on the channel, probably only a few though, but yeah, we do get quite a few of them here in Australia just because, yeah, obviously Asia's fairly close. So this is Sapporo Black or Sapporo Premium Black Beer, as they call it. Very chic looking can. It's quite industrial looking. Really funny shape. But yeah, it's a big boy. It's 650 mil. I got this from my local Aldi store. 5% alcohol, this one. And from what I've sort of seen about it, I reckon it's just like a dark lager. But yeah, I've got my Hungry Jack's glass, aka Burger King. And cheers to Buddy and Joey in the chat. Good to see you, boys. She's 11 p.m. here Monday night. Got to get up fairly early tomorrow, so I thought I'll do a little macro beer before I go to bed, or should I say a big macro beer. Cheers, Brett. Yeah, I don't know if I've had the black before. I might have, but I can't really remember. I've definitely had the standard Sapporo. Hashtag Icehouse. The beer and the band. I got no idea, dude. I know there's a Saputo or Saputo that's they're like a Canadian sort of dairy company here in Australia. Yep. Yeah, hopefully it goes all right, the old black version. If it's a dark lager and it's half decent, should be all right. But yeah, I've seen it like in bottles and stuff here, but yeah, the old big industrial can's pretty cool. It looks like I need a can opener to open it. I mean, it has the proper ring pull, but it's this real massive top on it. It's a bit of a dodgy opening. It's like I'm like I'm pouring a can of soup into a glass. It looks like it's blue because of the. So anyway, it's like I would say like a really dark amber copper. It's like sort of like really tan, like a dark tan, but it's got like a reddy tinge to it. About a 2 to 3 finger head. I would say light to medium body. And the carbonation, there's not much going on. You can, apart from the dark color, you can see through it. So let's go a whiff. I'm not expecting too much on the nose, but it might surprise me. Bready and grainy. Maybe some chocolate. I get, yeah, sort of like brown bread, grain, and like a little touch of roast, but it's pretty subtle. Percentage, dude, was 5, I think. Yep, 5 flat. Might even have like a slight sort of nutty vibe to it. But yeah, the nose is pretty subdued. Anyway, I'm going in. I'm not really that thirsty, but I'm going in. Cheers, boys. It's got a really smooth mouthfeel. Dark chocolate, definitely. Maybe a little touch of caramel. Kind of reminds me of a Schwartz beer. It's actually like better than I expected, to be honest. The mouth feels like really good, real smooth, slightly creamy. And yeah, it probably drinks more of like medium, high end medium, whereas on appearance, you'd say light. But yeah, like bready, grainy character like you get with like a German lager. Yeah, but like the chocolate, caramel, maybe it's yeah, there may be like a slight touch of coffee. It's roasty, but it's not real intense roast. It's just enough to yeah leave you wanting more. Like it, you can tell it's like a dark lager. Like if you shut your eyes and drink it. But yeah, quite impressed. It's certainly better than I expected it to be. And yeah, I didn't mention Sapporo are out of Tokyo, Japan. Um, I think they're one of the oldest Japanese breweries. They're big, but they're not like Asahi big. Asahi is sort of, I'm pretty sure they're part of like AB InBev. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Asahi seem to own a lot of Australian companies now. So I'm going to pour some more. What's everyone up to? I'm guessing it's probably early afternoon in the UK and very early morning in the US. People are probably at work. Work was shit for me today. I don't want to go back tomorrow. I want to retire. But yeah, quite impressed with that smooth, creamy mouthfeel. It's almost like it's got sort of the nitro vibes. Um, yeah, there's not much else I can say. The chocolate character is really nice. As far as percentage goes, I feel like if I was drinking this blind, yeah, I'd honestly feel like I was drinking like a maybe like a German Schwartz beer made by like a craft brewery that's sort of medium level. Um, and yeah, I feel like it would probably just on taste, I would go like it probably drinks more like a 6%. But yeah, it's pretty good. Quite impressed, boys. As far as the macros go on this that I've done on the channel so far, this would be one of the better ones for sure. So on the can, it says a perfectly balanced blend of roasted dark malts with refined hop bitterness. This is one bold lager with an uncommonly smooth finish. Hmm. The old Sapporo Black. Next time I go to Aldi, I might have to pick up a few. And yeah, I don't mind a dark lager. Cheers, Rob. Yeah, pleasantly surprised, dude. I mean, just from description, when I picked it up, I thought it's going to be more enjoyable than just the standard version. But yeah, it's like that first sip I had, I'm like, ooh, it drinks like a decent Schwartz beer. Yeah, I got it in my local Aldi, but I have seen it in some other supermarket bottle shops and that as well. Um, our liquor superstore, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of Japanese macro as well, so I've definitely seen it in there. Yeah, you just get this like a medium level richness and roastiness there, and then the bitterness is just enough to sort of let you know it's there, like moderate, lingers on a little bit. Cheers, Stewie and Bulk. Good to see you, boys. I'm doing well. Had a rough day at work, but that's not uncommon. Did you just get any rain in Melbourne, Bulk? I just went out to the backyard before. I didn't even realise it had been raining. Yeah, all the ground's absolutely drenched. You've probably got it coming on the way. Nah, there's no way near that score, dude. Not for a macro. Hmm. But yeah, as I said, pleasantly surprised, better than I expected it to be. Delightful mouthfeel, very smooth, slightly creamy. And yeah, I'm getting like this slight nutty vibe. But yeah, it's predominantly chocolate. I'd say chocolate and like brown bread. Sort of the main character I get. Cheers, Skeeter. Good to see you, mate. Ooh, pardon me. So yeah, at least I can sort of just sip away at this one, being the bigger can. And my package from Bacchus up in Brisbane arrived today, so that's going to make for a very nice review. Um, I won't go into detail, but I probably have talked about it in the past, but it'll be one of those ones I'll put up like a couple of days before and have a photo, and yeah, people will get the gist of what it's about. I probably need to do it more closer towards the weekend because I'm going to have multiple beers and they're going to be big, so it probably will be on the weekend, I'd say. Or maybe like I finish early on Friday, might be like a Friday afternoon thing. And then, yeah, what else do I have coming? I've got a mixed order from a bottle shop in Melbourne. That's got some Garage Project from New Zealand, some Range from Brisbane, a couple of mixed ones, some breweries I haven't really had much from. Still waiting on some American stuff to arrive. I'd love some more UK stuff, boys. For a while there, we were getting quite a bit of Yeah, the likes of like Daya and Track and Cloudwater, and we just haven't really seen much of it of late. So yeah, the story behind Hungry Jack's is when Burger King first come to Australia, there was already a little restaurant franchise in Western Australia called Burger King. So yeah, they really wanted to get into the market here. So in allowing them to do it, they had to change the name of the restaurants. So they're exactly the same as what you get in America and worldwide, but yeah, different name. It's pretty funny. Good thing with this being only 5% is at least I'm going to go to bed not feeling very tipsy or anything. It's not like having a big imperial stout before bed. I mean, it is a big can though. But yeah, I don't feel as tired this week, which is good. Although I did get up at 3:30 this morning, so I should be a lot tireder. I was so busy at work today, right? I woke up at 3:30. I got to work at about 4:30 a.m. and I was that under the pump. I didn't have a break until about 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I was working for about 5 or 6 hours before I had a break. It was ridiculous. I just feel like I'm constantly babysitting all these staff below me. And whenever something goes wrong, everyone stands around. It's like, oh, Sammy will sort it out. What's Rob saying? Got a new home brew book last week and was pleased to see recipes from Trackburn and Cloudwater and Beat. Cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. A couple of hybrids coming your way. It'd be cool. Was it a mixture of different styles? Please tell me that's not all bloody hazy IPAs. Cheers, Skeeter. It is a nice flag, isn't it? I love my country, but I hate my government. It's probably the case with most people these days. They're just screwing us over more and more again. Cheers, John. Good to see you, mate. I'm drinking a Japanese macro beer, and it's quite enjoyable, like better than I expected. Is that in regards to the loving your country but hating the government? I feel like that'd be the majority of people these days. Politicians just don't give a shit. They're just out there to make profit themselves and screw everyone over. Worst thing about Australia is like foreign investment. It's going to get to about 50 years down the track, and the Chinese are going to own everything, and we're all going to be stuffed. They should never have allowed it. Because, yeah, a lot of Chinese families, they've got like generations and generations and generations and generations of wealth, and we just can't compete with that. And they just buy up everything, and it just drives the prices up so much. Like when you're in the city in Melbourne now, all it is just Chinese students with shitloads of money, and they're driving all the people that actually live there over the years out into the suburbs. Fireball, yeah, boy, God, yeah, I wouldn't be able to last these days. I was always a night owl and could stay awake for 2 days if I was partying, and yeah, these days just the whole rotating shift work's just killed me. I don't know when to sleep now, and my body just shuts down, and yeah, it's become a bit of a problem. I'll go to a bar now after being at work during the week and sit down and have 2 beers and start getting sleepy, and it's like middle of the day. Yeah, for sure. Wendy's a smart girl, so how long have you and Wendy been together? Cheers, Paul, brother. I'm sure you've had this before. Surprisingly decent. As far as the macros I've done on the channel, this would be one of the better ones, dude. I like that richness and roastiness that just sort of floats around. Leaves you wanting more. Touch of bitterness on the finish, it lingers. Very, very nice mouthfeel. That's the thing that got me at first. Oh, yep. Yes. I'm just about finished. I reckon a score for this one. Um, I mean, being a macro, it's never going to get a high score. But as far as macros go, I would score it a lot higher than other ones that I've had. I'm going to say a 3.8 out of 5. Normally, a product like this, like a Japanese macro, would only be around the 3.5, somewhere like that, not even, maybe 3. So, yeah, solid Japanese macro. And I would highly suggest, yeah, if people like their dark lagers, they don't want to spend too much, or yeah, this is actually pretty decent for what it is. Can't, Stewie. You can't have about 10 guesses. You pick a score and you settle with it. So yeah, 3.8 out of 5. And my main comment is better than expected. So yeah, I think it's just normally referred to as Sapporo Black. I've definitely had heaps of just the standard Sapporo. That and like Asahi and a few of the others, they taste fairly similar. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Look out for some craft reviews during the week. And yeah, look out for this big showcase by Bacchus Brewing out of Brisbane later in the week. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Thanks for chiming in, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.